Tomorrow night, you come back. Tomorrow night, you come back.
All right. All right. Perfect. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Happy weekend. And to those of you who are joining to this channel or soon to be, I hope so. And if you find this live prediction very... To those of you who are joining to this channel, and by the way, I hope that everybody around the world is having a good weekend like I am, because I know I'm having the best weekend of my life. And besides, WrestleMania is still around the block. Next month, it's going to be so exciting. Plus, all of my favorites are in the Hall of Fame. You got Jeff Jarrett, Bill Goldberg, Ivory, the Dudley Boys, and the little boy who survived from cancer, Jarrett's J.J. Roberts, but last but not least, Hillbilly Jim, who I'll be seeing in the Hall of Fame. Now, before we get to the live predictions, I just want to say that not one but 2 or 3 matches for WrestleMania 34 has been added to the card. Yes. And to those of you who didn't watch Raw last week, we all know that Brock Lesnar will be facing Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship in the Raw's main event of WrestleMania. Plus, the Intercontinental Champion in a triple threat match is on the line, featuring the champion, The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. And plus the match that I'm so hyped up to see in a while, the Olympic gold medal, WWE Hall of Fame, and Raw GM Kurt Angle, former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion Ronda Rousey, to take on the authorities on the game Triple H and Raw's Commissioner Stephanie McMahon. Now, I'm going to discuss how that happened. So, I'm going to discuss the Ronda Rousey and Triple H versus the Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. And this rivalry traces way back when Ronda Rousey, ever since she joined the WWE. Now, this has started like back at WrestleMania 31. Ronda Rousey was a guest at ringside along with her friends in California, and also the part where The Rock confronted both Triple H and Stephanie McMahon of the Authority. The Rock brought Ronda Rousey to confront the Authority, and then Rousey attacked Triple H, slamming him, and scared Stephanie with the attempted armbar. So this part of it began a speculation that Rousey would eventually come to the World Wrestling Entertainment. So the next couple of years, and it was rumored that she was about to compete in the inaugural Women's Royal Rumble, but she denied she would be at that event. However, at the end of the Women's Royal Rumble, she made her appearance by confronting Asuka, the Royal Rumble winner, and the Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Alexa Bliss. And then it was announced last month she would sign a Raw contract at the Elimination Chamber last month. And then during the event, Raw GM Kurt Angle, Stephanie, and Triple H introduced Rousey before she signed a contract. Triple H confirmed that there was no special stipulations or handouts in the contract, but Rousey would have made her debut match at WrestleMania 34. Angle, who Stephanie previous threatened to fire and who Triple H turned his back on 4 months ago at Survivor Series, then brought up the incident from WrestleMania 31 when her and The Rock embarrassed them in front of millions of people. And the reason that Ronda was brought, Kurt Angle states that Ronda was brought to the WWE so that Triple H and Stephanie could get their revenge on them from WrestleMania 31. But Stephanie and Triple H denied the truth. But Angle also brought it back when Triple H escorted Kurt Angle out of the ring so Ronda Rousey could continue signing her contract. I also remember the part where that Stephanie told Kurt Angle in the back that she has called Ronda a never was and a has been, which led Ronda to get in the face of Stephanie McMahon until Triple H backed both of them up. So once Triple H got Stephanie out of the ring, he was about to confront Ronda Rousey, and then Ronda slammed Triple H to the table and signed her contract. And then the biggest mistake ever, Stephanie McMahon just went up in Ronda's face and smacked her like that Stephanie should never have done. So on the next night, the Raw after the Elimination Chamber, in an attempt to for Kurt Angle to keep his job, he said that he lied and Stephanie about what Triple H and Stephanie has said about Ronda Rousey, and Stephanie thanked Angle for clearing the air. So, however, Rousey wanted an apology for Stephanie's slap in the face, which she did, and then Stephanie got in her face with the innocent look, saying that she's sorry for slapping her in the face. But as her and Triple H left the ring, Kurt Angle was puffing out with the air, and then out of nowhere, Triple H attacked Angle in the face. So on the March 5th, last Monday on Raw, Stephanie said Kurt Angle was pissed off of what Triple H did and reminded him 4 months ago that the night after Survivor Series, that if Triple H ever, and I mean ever, attack Kurt Angle again, he was going to come after him. So that part I saw. Once Kurt Angle was about to call out Triple H, Stephanie McMahon and confront Angle and remind him about his job as the general manager. However, Ronda Rousey came out and confronted Stephanie McMahon, told him what Triple H to Kurt Angle was very enlightened and very terrible of how a mean and heelish boss like Triple H and Stephanie would get physical and personal with their wrestlers. So Stephanie said that Ronda could choose any member of the active roster as long as if it's not a champion at WrestleMania except the champion. So once Stephanie McMahon told the crew to hit the drum roll, Ronda Rousey made her choice as to who she want to face at WrestleMania. But now we get to see what we want, and that's Ronda versus Stephanie McMahon. But Stephanie made an excuse not to face Ronda Rousey, saying that she's not a member of the active roster. However, Triple H came out and told Kurt that Stephanie is his boss, etc., that she's not a wrestler, she's an executive. But what Triple H and Stephanie Angle said to Triple H that although Stephanie notice the words was an executive in WWE, but that does means that her and Triple H still have a second contract that allowed them to wrestle as a WWE superstar whenever they feel like. Whenever they feel like it. Notice the words I just said. Just because Stephanie McMahon went as a corporate executive, same with Triple H, that doesn't mean that the both of them have contracts to compete as WWE wrestlers. And like I said, Kurt reminded Triple H of his warning following the night after Survivor Series that if Triple H were to attack Kurt Angle again, he would retaliate. So, with that being said, Kurt Angle changed the WrestleMania match between Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon and turned it into a mixed tag team match. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon against Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle. Now, I don't even know how I felt about that match, and I don't know what Triple H and Stephanie are actually going through. They're going against both of the world-class amateur wrestling and mixed martial artists background. So this match, my opinion, is going to be epic, though. That I bet is going to steal the show. Who knows? And now Brock Lesnar was supposed to come out and have a little promo with Roman Reigns, but Roman got upset that Brock Lesnar didn't show up because he was too busy hanging out with his UFC friends, and then warned Paul Heyman that next week Brock Lesnar better show up, not just for a promo segment, but also for a fight. So, now that we got everything out of the way, as a matter of fact, starting like Friday, April 6th in the afternoon, I'm gonna do a WrestleMania and an NXT TakeOver New Orleans live predictions. I'm gonna put that up just to give you guys a big reminder. So now that part is out of the way, we're gonna go get to the Fastlane live predictions. So I'm gonna start it off with the we're gonna start off with the SmackDown's Women's Champion. All right. So let's take you back to the Royal Rumble. Asuka of the Raw brand won the inaugural Royal Rumble, as you guys know it, for the right to challenge either the Raw's or SmackDown Women's title at WrestleMania 34 in Louisiana. So the following night on Raw Commissioner Stephanie McMahon convinced Asuka to wait until after Raw's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view to make her decision. After she beat Nia Jax not once but twice to keep her one-on-one match for WrestleMania. So the next night on SmackDown, the SmackDown's Women's Champion Charlotte Flair wondered to her WrestleMania opponent who her WrestleMania opponent would be. So the Riot Squad consists of Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, and Ruby Riott interrupted and said Flair would not make it to WrestleMania before all three of them attacked her while being interviewed by Renee Young. Over the next couple of weeks, Flair defeated Morgan and Logan in non-title matches one-on-one. On the February 20th episode, Flair teamed with Becky Lynch and Naomi in a 6-women's tag team match against the Riot Squad, where Riott pinned Lynch. Later that episode, Flair offered to put her title on the line at Fastlane against Riott, who accepted. Now, as for now, who am I going to predict to win this SmackDown Women's Championship match. And here is my pick. Now, I like Ruby Riott, okay? Real talk, though. But does she has that main event edge like Charlotte and the rest of the women's wrestlers on the SmackDown Live brand has had? Can she be able to win the big one? Will she be the one to headline WrestleMania and face Asuka or any other opponent on the SmackDown Live brand? Could be a no. So I'm going to stick with Charlotte Flair to retain as the champion. Now, we're going to do the next card. Shinsuke Nakamura, the Royal Rumble this year's and the first Japanese wrestler to win the Royal Rumble, will be taking on Rusev with Aiden English in his corner. Now, this happened on February 27th episode of SmackDown on Tuesday. Nakamura defeated Aiden English in a one-on-one match. The following week, English and Rusev interrupted a backstage interview with Nakamura where Rusev challenged Nakamura to a match at Fastlane for damaging English vocal cords, which prevented English to sing. So Rusev challenged Nakamura to a match, and Nakamura accepted. So Shinsuke Nakamura is my pick to win against Rusev. And also on the March 6th episode of SmackDown, in a backstage segment, Carmella was challenged by Becky Lynch while she was doing her live tweet. So Becky Lynch defeated Carmella by submission. Later on backstage, Natalya complained about how Carmella and Naomi, I don't know what it's about. So therefore, Naomi challenged Natalya and Carmella in a tag team match against her, and Becky Lynch was scheduled for Fastlane. So I know who I'm pick, and that's my favorite team, Naomi and Becky Lynch, Glow and Fire. They make a good team against Natalya and Carmella. So sorry about that. All right, check. And now the next card, we got the Usos versus the New Day in a tag team match for the tag team titles. Now, let's see how this one started. Throughout 2017, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, and the New Day's Big E Langston, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods wrestled at numerous events over the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, with the original feud ending at Hell in a Cell with the Usos winning the feud. The Usos' next feud were Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, who were unsuccessful in gaining the tag team titles at the Royal Rumble. On the February 20th episode of SmackDown, the New Day's Big E and Woods defeated Gable and Benjamin to become #1 contenders again against the Usos for the SmackDown tag team titles at Fastlane. The following week, the New Day said they wanted to be the SmackDown tag team champions going to WrestleMania 34. The Usos interrupted and said they have been with the WWE for a number of years, 8 years since 2010. They made their debut along with Tamina, but have never had a spot on the granddaddy of them all on the main card at WrestleMania, and said that would not be the cause at WrestleMania 34. As the two teams got into each other's face, they were interrupted by the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan, and both of them retreated. Now, this is going to be like a tough pill to swallow. New Day or Usos to fight for the tag team titles now. Now, the Usos have been in the WWE since 2010. That's 8 years, folks. 8 years we're talking about. And they never had an open spot at the grand stage of them all. So my pick is the Usos, all right? I want the Usos to win the match at Wrestlemania. I mean, Fastlane. I want the Usos to retain the tag team titles come April 8th at WrestleMania 34. Now, we're going to do the second now because I know the Usos have a lot of potential. They have a lot of that it factor. They've been proving that they have what it takes to become main eventers one day. So the Usos are my pick. Next up, we got the United States Championship. The glorious one, Bobby Roode, to take on the Viper, Randy Orton. Now, this is Randy Orton's first time going after the United States title. Normally, he would go after the heavyweight titles, but never would I see Randy Orton with a United States Championship. Immediately following the Royal Rumble, General Manager Daniel Bryan announced that there will be a first ever Smackdown Top 10 list as voted by the Smackdown roster. Sorry, my bad. Bryan said that the list will show who the wrestlers should get an opportunity at the title, but wrestlers cannot vote for themselves. The top 10 list was revealed on the February 6th of SmackDown. Ty Dillinger was number 10, Randy Orton was number 9, while Charlotte was number 2. The others had different numbers, and AJ Styles was ranked number 1. The following week, the United States champion Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and Randy Orton all exchanged words as Mahal made fun of their spots and the list despite Mahal not ranking at all. Orton and Roode were 9th and 5th, respectively. The segment ended after Orton hit everyone in the ring with the RKO, who then suffered a callus from Mahal. Now that kind of burned a hole in them, in their systems. Definitely being number 9 and 5th on the Wait, Jeff Jarrett returned to WWE? I gotta watch that though. Even though he got confirmed into the WWE Hall of Fame, but that part I gotta watch. He went online on WWE 2K18? Man, wish I could get an invite. I gotta like create my Twitch channel like Impact on Twitch. Alright, whatever. Alright, now where was I before I was getting distracted on everyone else? Now, as I was saying, after both of them took a hit from the Callus by Mahal, the next episode, Jinder Mahal called out Rude and Randy Orton, and a brawl broke out in which Rude hit Randy Orton with the glorious DDT. But then Mahal delivered a callus to Rude, standing tall once again. Despite this, the SmackDown commissioner Shane McMahon scheduled Rude to face Randy Orton for the United States title at Fastlane. The following week in a backstage interview, Rude said that in order to be the greatest United States champion of all time, he would have to beat the best, and said that Orton was one of the best of all time. Orton interrupted and said the U.S. title was one title he had never held during his WWE career and will be taken from Rude at Fastlane. On the final SmackDown before Fastlane, Mahal defeated Orton due to an interference by Rude. So that part, like I said, is a tough pill to which I'll be talking about in my next prediction, the main event for the WWE World title, which is another tough pill, is going to be swallowed. Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode for the United States title. Now that's tough because even though Bobby Roode has beat many others in the tournament to help retain the title. So, I don't know. So I'm just going to either Orton or Roode to become United States champion. Rude might retain, Randy Orton might become. That part I don't know. So that part is gonna be undecided. So I'm just gonna pick Randy Orton to win the United States title. So, and last but not least is the main event. What's supposed to be a 5-pack challenge is now a 6-pack challenge, which I'm not happy. The champion AJ Styles, the prize fighter Kevin Owens, the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin, the heel show off Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, and last but not least, the most despicable human being on the WWE roster today, John Cena. Now, this part want to make me throw up though, John Cena in a 6-pack challenge. I'd rather see a fatal 5-way for the WWE title instead of seeing John Cena in it. Because John Cena didn't win the Royal Rumble, or he didn't win the 7-man Elimination Chamber last month at the Royal Rumble, on the next night on Raw, what do you think John Cena did to make his WrestleMania more interesting by calling out The Undertaker? Seriously? That's a match I want to see, and most people all around the world want to see. But John Cena said that won't happen. I mean, it's not just John Cena who said that. It's other people who said that. Y'all know, man. Undertaker, I'm sorry, Lennox. Maybe that won't happen. Maybe seeing The Undertaker versus John Cena won't happen due to Undertaker. He's now over 50 years old and his body can't handle it. Really? Really? Who said Undertaker is too old to fight? You don't hear Undertaker saying he's retired. All he did at WrestleMania 33 was left his gloves and his hat in the ring. But that doesn't mean Undertaker's retired. He still had one more fight. I still believe The Undertaker has one more match in him. What's wrong with The Undertaker not facing John Cena? I mean, that's what he told Vince McMahon, saying that he wants John Cena to end his streak instead of Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. I mean, that's a match should happen like in 2012 and 2013. I would rather see Undertaker beat John Cena rather than John Cena heading to WrestleMania becoming a 17-time world champion. That's a fact. That's a fact, though. Like, that match should happen. Like, I want AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Heavyweight Championship. I just hope Undertaker shows up tomorrow night at Fastlane and chokeslam John Cena to accept his WrestleMania challenge. I just pray the Undertaker show up. I'm dead ass seriously, because that's going to be John Cena's last time going after a world title. So before I get upset at any of this, let me give you a background of what happened. At the Royal Rumble, the champion AJ Styles defeated the team of both Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match to retain his championship. Although Kevin Owens, who was pinned, was not the legal man, the next episode SmackDown after the Royal Rumble, Owens and Zayn complained and interrupted the 2018 Royal Rumble winner Shinsuke Nakamura and said they should be the co-WWE World Champions, but the referee failed at his job. Styles and Nakamura then team up and defeated Owens and Zayn in the main event. During the match, there were tensions between Owens and Zayn. As a result, General Manager Daniel Bryan scheduled them to face each other to determine the number one contender for Styles' title at Fastlane. And during the match the following night, both of their matches ended in disqualification. However, as Styles was provoked by Zayn and attacked by both men, leading to Bryan scheduling a triple threat match between the three for the title. However, Commissioner Shane McMahon then announced on Twitter that the winner of the match between Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin the following week would be added to the championship match to make it a fatal four-way. Before the match started at the opening of tonight's show, both Owens and Zayn attacked Corbin in the backstage area and later went after Ziggler to prevent either of them being added. So in response, Shane scheduled Owens to face Corbin and Zayn to face Dolph Ziggler, with both Corbin and Ziggler being added if they won their respective matches, while also threatening that if Owens and Zayn interfered in each other's matches, that person will be removed from the title match. Corbin and Ziggler won their respective matches, thus making a fatal five-way for the WWE Championship at Fastlane. On February 27, free agent John Cena, who was unsuccessful in becoming the number one contender for Raw's Universal Championship at Elimination Chamber 2 nights prior, made his return to the SmackDown to determine to earn a match at WrestleMania 34. So his brother-in-law, Daniel Bryan, gave him the opportunity to be added to the WWE Championship match at Fastlane if he could defeat Styles in a non-title match. Cena defeated Styles, turning the championship match into a six-pack challenge. A brawl then ensued between all six competitors to keep himself from being interrupted. Cena used his free agent status to appear on the March 5th episode of Monday Night Raw and said that he would break his and Ric Flair's tie record to become a 17-time world champion. However, Goldust came in and confronted Cena that his road to WrestleMania would not happen. So Cena defeated Goldust in response. And then on the final SmackDown before Fastlane, Owens and Styles and said that Styles should use his rematch clause to make the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania a triple threat match with Nakamura. On the final SmackDown before Fastlane, Owens and Zayn caused a double disqualification in the match between Styles and Ziggler. A five-way match with the addition of Baron Corbin was scheduled again, so Zayn pick up the win. Now, this part makes me want to go insane. Like, if John Cena managed to win the six-pack challenge and become a 17-time champion, this will interrupt a dream match that myself and other pro wrestling fans have been wanting to see for a while, 2 years in the making, since their final appearance on New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 10, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, I would rather see that than the triple threat match with John Cena if he won the WWE title. Now, that match will be money, okay? Money match. That would be a huge New Japan Wrestle Kingdom dream match, just like with Stone Cold versus The Rock, Rock versus Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Now, those matches were money. But if we're talking about John Cena, no. I'd rather see John Cena versus The Undertaker one-on-one at WrestleMania. Something WWE should have done for a while, instead of just holding The Undertaker back and using John Cena to shove down our throats and up in our butts because that's the way they feel like it. No, I don't want to lower my standards for that. Hell no. So for that, who I want to see as the WWE World title, AJ Styles. Not Owens, not Zayn, not Corbin, not Ziggler, and definitely not Super Cena. No. Do you know how long I wanted to see AJ Styles in the main event at WrestleMania with the WWE title on his shoulder? 2 years. Since last year when he held the title, since he lost to John Cena at last year's Royal Rumble, I want to see AJ Styles going to the main event WrestleMania for the WWE title. But that doesn't happen because Shane keeps on screwing him too many times, again and again and again. And AJ Styles beat Shane McMahon at the granddaddy of them all. And this year, this better not happen to AJ Styles. I don't want to see AJ Styles lose the WWE title. I want him to win, and move on to WrestleMania. Face Shinsuke Nakamura one-on-one. No excuses, no ifs, no buts, no maybe. AJ Styles will face Shinsuke Nakamura and give the fans their money's worth. And that's how it is. You gotta excuse me, everyone. Now, excuse me for cutting a passionate shoot promo, because that's how I feel when it comes down to John Cena. Keep on getting a push after push after push. Please, WWE, remove him from the top. Just please. All right, then. And I think that is just about enough. But before I go off, later on today, I will continue finishing part 2 and 3 of the Fastlane Road to Glory on WWE 2K18, and win whatever prizes they have in store for me. Plus, I'll be putting up on Friday, April 6th, I'll be doing another live prediction of WrestleMania and NXT TakeOver New Orleans, somewhere about 1 o'clock. That'll be the time I'll do it, because I won't be doing it on Saturday because it's WrestleMania season. So I'm going to do it like at Friday, April 6th. even though the Hall of Fame is probably gonna come out later on tonight, that part I'm gonna put up on Twitter and a reminder. So make sure you guys tune into my channel and join me on that. Until then, I'll see you guys later on. This is your boy. If you guys enjoyed this passionate live prediction, please hit the like, show your support, send in your comments still, and hit the subscribe button, as my goal is to reach like 5 million, 6 billion subscribers to my YouTube channel. So, this is your boy Lennox Coleman. I'm about to go do my homework now. Until then, see you guys later as I continue to do the WWE 2K Live Fastlane Road to Glory, and I'll be doing some prediction matches based on tomorrow night's Fastlane. Till then, see you guys later.